Good morning, friends. Today we'll be studying anatomy, physiology and embryology of human eye. What is ophthalmology? It is a branch of medicine that deals with the anatomy, functions, pathology and treatment of disorders of eye. Now, the external anatomy of eye shows various structures, namely eyelashes, eyebrow, pupil, iris, upper eyelid and lower eyelid. This is the caruncle, medial canthus, translucent layer, that is the conjunctiva, lower lid and the lateral canthus. Now each eyeball is an cystic structure which is kept distended by the pressure inside it, and it is usually referred to as the globe. The central point on the maximum convexity of anterior and posterior curvature of eyeball are called anterior and the posterior pole. An equator of eyeball lies at the midplane between the two poles. The dimensions of an adult eyeball are anteroposteriorly it is 24 millimeters, horizontal diameter is 23.5, vertical 23 millimeters, circumference is about 75 millimeters, volume 6.5 ml and the weight is roughly 7 gram. Now the eyeball has three coats. The fibrous coat, second layer is the vascular coat and the innermost is the neural layer, that is retina. The fibrous coat is formed of two layers. The posterior 5/6 is opaque sclera and the anterior 1/6 part is transparent and is called cornea. Junction of sclera and cornea is called limbus. Inner to this fibrous layer is the vascular coat. It is also known as the uveal tissue. It has three parts. This is the choroid. Second is ciliary body. And third part is iris. So uveal tissue is composed of three components, namely the choroid, ciliary body and iris. Inner to this is nervous coat, which is concerned with the visual function and is known as retina. There is an hyperpigmented layer in retina which prevents dispersion of layer. The retina has two components, the pigmented layer and the neural layer. If pigmented layer is not present, then the light rays won't be able to form image on the retina. Now this is the light entering into eye. When it falls into the retina, because of the hyperpigmented layer, the rays are not reflected back. We know that when light falls on white area, the rays are totally reflected, and when they fall on a highly pigmented area or a black area, it is absorbed. So when we see a cut section, outermost layer is the sclera, then comes choroid, and inner to it is the retina, which composes of pigmented layer. Then comes layer of rods and cones, then the bipolar layer. There are 10 layers in retina which convert the light rays into action potential, which is then conveyed through optic nerve to the brain. Now posterior to the iris It's biconvex lens which refracts light into the eye and allows image to be formed on retina. The lens is suspended through zonules from the ciliary body. These are the zonules. And lens acts as major refractive media and protects intraocular contents. Posterior to the lens and in front of retina, that is known as posterior segment, is filled with vitreous humor, while the anterior segment is filled with aqueous humor. Anterior segment is formed of anterior chamber and posterior chamber. Anterior chamber from cornea to iris and posterior chamber from iris to lens.